User authentication. User authentication is the process of verifying the identity of an individual who is attempting to access a system, application, or service. It is a crucial aspect of security that ensures only authorized users are granted access to protected resources while preventing unauthorized access. In this lesson we'll learn about 1. User authentication methods and their effectiveness. 1. User authentication methods. There are several user authentication methods available, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Here are some commonly used authentication methods. 1. Username and password. This method requires users to provide a unique username and a password associated with their account. The system compares the entered credentials with the stored ones to verify the user's identity. While widely used, this method is susceptible to attacks such as password guessing, phishing, and password reuse. 2. Two-factor authentication. 2FA adds an extra layer of security by requiring users to provide two different authentication factors. Typically, it combines something the user knows, password, with something they have, example, a mobile device or hardware token. This method provides an additional level of protection even if the password is compromised. 3. Biometric authentication. Biometric authentication relies on unique physical or behavioral characteristics of an individual to verify their identity. This can include fingerprint scans, facial recognition, iris scans, voice recognition, or even behavioral biometrics like typing patterns. Biometrics are difficult to forge, but they can be less secure if the biometric data is compromised. 4. Multi-factor authentication. MFA combines two or more authentication factors, such as something the user knows, something they have, and something they are. By requiring multiple factors, MFA enhances security and reduces the likelihood of unauthorized access. For example, a combination of a password, a fingerprint scan, and a unique code generated by a mobile app. 5. Single sign-on. SSO allows users to authenticate once and gain access to multiple systems or applications without the need to provide credentials for each one. It relies on a centralized authentication system that generates and manages authentication tokens for the participating services. This method improves convenience but requires robust security measures to protect the central authentication service. 6. Certificate-based authentication. This method uses digital certificates issued by a Trusted Certificate Authority (CA) to verify the authenticity of a user. Users possess a private key and a corresponding public key stored in a digital certificate. When accessing a system, the user presents their certificate, and the system verifies it against the trusted CA. 7. Token-based authentication. In token-based authentication, users are issued a unique token after successfully authenticating. The token is then used for subsequent authentication requests instead of sending the username and password every time. Tokens can be short-lived and can include additional security features like expiration dates and access scopes. These are just a few examples of user authentication methods. The choice of method depends on factors such as the level of security required, the sensitivity of the data or resources being accessed, user experience considerations, and the specific use case or application. Organizations often implement a combination of these methods to provide a layered and robust authentication system.
Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.